By the way, did you guys see that Conor McGregor was at the White House for some reason? So Conor McGregor went to the White House and then he spoke from the pulpit because Ireland doesn't represent the Irish anymore, is what he said. And so he was in America to talk about it because nobody over there wants to hear him. The reason why is in Ireland, this guy, they fucking hate him. And I'm not saying everyone hates him, but most people do. And the reason why is he keeps getting accused of, you know, being rapey. And he's been found liable for being rapey. He's also said some pretty gross things, but the rapiness is definitely what's getting him. And it's led to different murals being painted over. It's led to a lot of discontent around his image and him being such a image for Ireland abroad. Such a big spokesperson, or, you know, they like, oh, Conor McGregor, he's the big Irishman. And he wanted to make an inroad in the politics. He wanted to run for president of Ireland. He talked about it. Now, he's never going to be president of Ireland because he's too rapey. But, I mean, he can run for president of America. But he can go to America and complain about Ireland to a bunch of people who don't have to live there. Yay. You want to listen to any of it? Okay, just to make sure. Because maybe you guys think that actually he's like a fantastic speaker. I'm just, you know, I'm being mean. Look at that face on the secretary. My God. Let's listen. Do we have anything? Oh, look, there's another picture. That's great. Okay, but can we listen to oh God, he did the walk-in and everything.
Happy Paddy's Day, America!
Can you imagine that? This is what he does for St. Paddy's Day? Trouble's like, what should I get to represent the Irish Americans in this country? I know. A rapist drunkard. Come up here, Conor McGregor. Can we listen to any of his speech, actually? Elon Musk reposting it, because Elon loves Conor, I guess.
What is going on in Ireland is a travesty. Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. You know, our money is being spent on overseas issues that has nothing to do with the Irish people. The illegal immigration racket is...
How much of Ireland's budget do you think is foreign aid? You want to Google that right now? That's his first thing he mentioned. He's talking to Americans. He's talking to foreigners. These are people who know nothing about Irish issues, know nothing about Ireland. Ireland, how much of the Irish budget is foreign aid? Let's see. In Ireland, Ireland invested almost about 2.3 billion in the Official Development Assistance Office, representing 0.63% of gross national income, including costs related to Ukrainian refugees. Excluding these costs, the ODA was 1.4 billion, or 39%. So half of their aid seems to be just hosting Ukrainian refugees, and the other half makes up 0.39 of their GNI, their gross national income, that is. Okay.
Running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in...
By the way, if you wanted to like shorten that to just the foreign aid budget, because, you know, I could say Ukraine is an issue that concerns Ireland. It's on the continent, for God's sakes. The foreign aid budget, I believe, is 776 million.
Legal immigration...
As of 2023, I'm looking. But, I mean, I don't know what it's been in the last 2 years.
Racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop. So issues need to be addressed, and the 40 million Irish Americans, as I said, need to hear this, because if not, there will be no place to come home and visit. What is...
I'm sorry. Fuck off. Okay. The reason Irish Americans need to listen is so that when they tourism and spend in Ireland like a few days, okay, the Irish people rejected this guy. They said, fuck him. We don't want you in our politics. We don't want you as a public image. You're a disgrace. Screw you. That's what they said. So he comes over here to the people who were Irish 250 fucking years ago, right? And says, hey, St. Paddy's Day. And come on, guys. Let's get rid of the Browns in Ireland. We chased out the snakes. Why can't we do it again? Woo-hoo. And that's what he does. Comes over here, plays the Irishman on St. Paddy's Day because he can't get respect in his own home. So he has to come here and hope the tourists will somehow give him some leverage, some importance. Look, I'm not saying that if you're Irish American, you can't care about Ireland at all. But I think the Irish who live there hold 99.9999999 more importance over the future of what that country looks like. And if they said, don't listen to this smarmy bastard on Irish issues, I think I'm going to listen to him. This is how Ireland greeted Joe Biden. That was wild. But I got to say, Joe Biden was the most prominently like Irish president we've probably ever had. Is that true? You think that's fair to say? I mean, like, I would say JFK maybe, but I would say he leaned into his Irishness a lot. JFK, it was like the 60s. Was he like, I am Irish American, I love to be Irish American. Yes, my Catholicism. I don't remember that. Right? I certainly didn't remember him saying, BBC, I'm Irish. I don't remember any of that either. Point is, I would say he leaned into it very much. Biden did in comparison. And I think it's because of the times. It was the 1960s. And like a Catholic Irishman, while it might be kind of wild to think about, there might actually be real voters at that time, definitely in that age of the Democratic Party, who might be uncomfortable about, you know, exactly leaning into that 1,000,000%. But yes, when Biden went to Ireland, he got a WWE welcome. Here it is. So to be clear, Joe Biden's probably beloved more in Ireland right now than Conor McGregor. Probably has a higher approval rating there than he has in the United States. You know what? I don't think the Irish would care if we traded. I would prefer not to, though.
US President Joe Biden concluded his visit to Ireland on Friday with a passionate address to tens of thousands of people at his ancestral town in County Mayo. The 80-year-old celebrated Irish and American values and spoke about peace and hope in his speech outside St. Murdoch's Cathedral in Ballina.
Everything between Ireland and America runs deep. Our history, our heritage, our sorrows, our future, our friendship, our joys. But more than anything, hope is what beats in the hearts of all our people.
It was a homecoming trip.
Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that crowd. They spread it across the bridge. My God, I didn't realize the crowd was that big, actually.
For the US president, whose great
27,000. That's a lot of people.
great-grandfather Edward Blewett left Ballina for Scranton, Pennsylvania in the 1850s. Back home, Biden...
Yeah, Ireland got probably his best reception in Ireland, which, I mean, again, not surprising. I gotta hear it one more time, though. Here it is. Here it is. I gotta make this like a, I gotta embed this into my stream so I can pop it up whenever.
Mr. Biden, a quick word from the BBC.
BBC, I'm Irish.
Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man.
Did you see the Dropkick Murphys clip? Oh yeah, by the way, that music when they were playing Dropkick Murphys, that was just the music they played. That wasn't like edited in by the news people. That was Biden's walkout music.